What's up, folks? It's your boy Bob Hollywood here with another exciting review. I guess technically this is my first G.I. Joe Classified series review on this channel. I did record Cobra Commander before this, but you're not going to see that for a while. So this is the first one. This is Gung Ho. I got him recently in a package from Big Bad Toy Store. And I just, obviously I was going to review him. I'm going to review most figures that I get. And this guy's no exception. He has no need to be an exception. This is my first new Joe from the series since the initial wave. Excuse me. Oh, no, that's incorrect. I did get Gung Ho. I just haven't reviewed Gung Ho yet. Not Gung Ho, Beach Yet. I got Beach Yet before this. I pre-ordered this guy when he was announced. I pre-ordered this guy and Red Ninja. They came together. I did not pre-order Cobra Commander with them because I got Cobra Commander from the network app. Basically, I got two for the price of one with those guys because of my referral codes. But this guy, full price. Yeah. I can't wait to get to him. He sees in this clear window, this blue packaging. See his drawing, his art style. I like that art style. It matches like the back of this in a way. Like some of these don't match. Like I don't like the Pep Daddy Destro, the Prophet Director Destro. I just don't like that drawing. It's much too cartoony. But this guy looks good. Comes with quite a few weapons. Comes with some accessories. Front of the package, G.I. Joe Classified Gung Ho, made by Hasbro. Not recommended for anyone under the age of 4. If you look down, look at the top of the packaging. He's number 7 in the series. You can see the top of his head. Look at the right of the packaging and gives you his specs. You'd have to go on the website to see what those mean. On the right, excuse me, on the left, it's more of the same drawing. The back of the packaging, that collage of all the great characters, which I have all of them. This one hasn't been released yet. Those are, I want to say Vipers. But everybody else here has been released in the bigger thing, so that's cool. That's cool. Bunch of details. Legalese at the bottom. More legalese. Get you a barcode. And I would have to imagine that these are in store. I've seen Cobra Commander in store. I've never seen this guy. I wasn't looking for him. I was looking for Red Ninjas. Obviously, Red Ninjas are army builders. But I've only ever successfully seen Cobra Commander in this wave. I've seen the entire first wave in store. For the Target exclusive Cobra Island figures, I've seen all of them except for the Cobra Trooper, which is a bummer. Obviously, if I'd seen the Cobra Trooper, I'd have scooped him up. But I saw Baroness, bought her. I saw Beachhead, bought him. And I bought the Roadblock from eBay using a discount. So that's cool. I almost bought this guy from Amazon using a discount, but I was patient. So I still have my Amazon credits I can use towards somebody. Anyway, folks, I'll be right back. I'm going to get him out of his packaging, and then we're going to see what he's all about. Oh, and by the way, I didn't say it, but I know it was visible. 8.75 ounces in packaging. Be right back. All right, here we're back. And we got Gung Ho freed from his plastic prison. You can see he weighs exactly 5 ounces outside of that said prison. He comes with quite a few accessories. He comes with 5 accessories that are off of him, and some more we'll go over. 3 of which are guns. Let's look at this gun. Very futuristically. Does not look realistic at all. This reminds me of something more that you would see with a cable, even though it's not quite as large. And by cable, I mean Marvel Legends cable. Yeah, but it's not nearly as large as something cable would have. This one's more normal looking. It's a shotgun, but it still looks very futuristic. It has like a cartridge at the front almost. I don't know what that would be for. But other than that, it looks like a normal shotgun. Almost. And none of these weapons have any paint on them. They're just molded in this weird bronze color. And this one looks like a grenade launcher. And there's tons of details, just there's no paint on these. So a little wash will make these come out better. Because his cover, as it's called, it does not accurate at all. Whoops. This is not what a Marine's hat looks like. And I only know that from being on forums. And there's a Valorverse version of this coming out for this guy. It might already be out. And then he has his backpack, his knapsack, his rucksack, whatever you want to call it. And it fits his weapons on it, which we'll get into eventually. And it goes into a hole in his back. He has a peg hole. I knew with me trying to get these, well, his fits snugly, but trying to get the hole to fit through the sheath, I think it was either Duke or it was Snake Eyes. I was having some difficulty, but this fits snugly. And all the weapons can go on it whilst he's wearing it. Maybe not all, just because there's nowhere for that to go. It doesn't matter. Let's check out his accessories on him. We put his hat on him. And if you put his hat on there ever so gingerly, it should stay. But if you try to force it, I think it's going to come off. And it still didn't come off, so that's good. But now it's not really on him, so now it should fall off. His guns, he has trigger fingers in both hands. I'm lower my camera. And his fingers are very tight. Tight. So I'm more than likely not going to get his weapons in his hands in this video, just because of how tight his hands are. Yeah, I can't do it right now, which is unfortunate. And I said he had other accessories. There's this vest that comes off. It completely comes off. I'm going to take it off for this video so we can get to his articulation, but we're going to go over the details of the figure, including this vest, before I do the articulation, obviously. That comes off. If you wanted, this wrist gauntlet would come off. You just have to take his hand off, and this elbow pad would come off. Same thing. Well, you might not even have to take off the hand for the elbow pad. And then this this pouch on his left leg comes off, and I might not even have to pull off anything to get that off. Just slide that down. But those are more designed to stay on him. Let's go over this vest, and then we'll go over the rest of them. The vest is like everything that's in the... It's not the same exact green, but it's a muted color. So he's all green and olives. His weapons are bronze. His clothing are green. Very little on him other than those two colors. There's some black, there's some silver, but that's about it. He is very, very boring. Especially considering the Gung Ho was like blue, the original figure, I think. But you can see in the back there is some issues from like the plastic was molded. It might have been like that from the packaging, but you see there's more olive and some grenades on his shoulder. He's got one shoulder pad, right shoulder pad. He's got his little communication device, the same kind of communication device as our boy Duke here. Different color. Duke's is gold. Gung Ho's is silver. Does the same job. And you saw how this fits on. There's plenty of detail. Again, no washing. So none of that detail is brought out, but it's all sculpted. And you can see here, it's more like scratches. That's design. Whereas in the back, it's just got like that from the packaging, or maybe just the way it was made. Looking at his legs, just more of the same. Just drab green. Black for the knee pads. They're not separate pieces like they are for Roadblock. And I think all the other first wave figures, and he is the same buck as Roadblock. Only thing is his head is much larger. So if I were to stand him next to Roadblock, which I'm not, because Roadblock is in a pose on my shelf, I'm not going to mess with, he would look taller, but that's because he has a bigger head. But the body is the same exact body. Same boots, same pants, same torso, everything. I'm looking at the boots, trying to see if there's any detail like damaging. I know like Duke, I believe, has like bullet holes riddled throughout his shit. But I don't see any of that on this guy. All in all, pretty solid figure. He's stiff. His ab crunch was stiff. Like the belt, everything seems to be in place. The painting, I might have spoke a little too soon. It's like a little peach color here. And I'm just making it worse. I don't have like a brush near me to get that off. I made that worse. Looks yellow on camera. Yeah, it looks a little more yellow than peach. This guy is freaking cut. And obviously his tattoo is not accurate to the tattoo that Gung Ho had in the past. And I think that's because the United States Marine Corps is not licensing that anymore. So, obviously there's water slides. It's not a big deal to me. I'm not in love with the character. Design is just the guy with a tattoo, if you ask me. My neck joint is off center, but that was easily fixed. Let's go over his articulation, man. His head is going to start there. It goes up that much. Yeah, it's super stiff. His neck is super stiff. Let me get his head off and see if I can... Wow, Gung Ho. Yeah, he does not want to be cooperative. So his head articulation, we're going to have to just forego. He gives you some attitude. Obviously, it rotates 360 degrees. You can go over his hair. His hair is brown. Brown mustache. Really good paint. Brown hair. Shoulders go up 90 degrees. Butterfly joints. Not a ton of range. But they're there. Just like all the other figures. Rotate 360 degrees of that shoulder. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. Wrist swivel. And a hinge. Horizontal hinge on both hands. Ab crunch. He goes, stand him up straight so you can see. Oops. And that's not broken. I could tell that was a little bit loose. But that's an easy fix. Ab crunch. That's in the normal stance. Goes forward that far. Goes back that far. There's no sculpting in there. Doesn't look horrible, but it's noticeable. It's actually not bad. His back's the same way, but it's not bad. And then with the ab, there's also this ball joint, which allows him to rotate 360 degrees, give more attitude. So he can go back even further. Doesn't aid him in going forward anymore, but it does aid him in going back farther. His legs go out this wide, super posable. He's doing a split on his own. Legs go forward that much. It's a big boy. Goes back that much. There is a thigh swivel. He has double jointed knees. Cannot kick his own ass, even if you turn his foot all the way around. He has a boot cut. And he has a swivel on his ankle and a pivot. And his arm should go back on pretty easily. If not, I would apply heat to it, which I don't mind doing after this because, again, that neck, we weren't able to get his full range on that neck because of that. Let's get his height, and then we'll do some size comparisons. Raise my camera. He is almost exactly 6 3/4 inches. So he's a big boy, a big old boy. All right, let's do his comparisons. We'll start off with the weakest ones first, which are going to be Kenna College, who he dwarfs, and Piccolo, who he also dwarfs, but Piccolo should be taller. Let me get him standing up straight. I don't know why I'm sounding like a discount Bond villain. Yeah, he makes these guys look like chumps. But you know who he doesn't make look like a chump? Well, he makes this guy look like a chump. But he doesn't make Rhino look like a chump. Rhino's taller. Jonesy's shorter. Next, let's do the ladies. Zarya. Somebody is taller than you. They're about the same, but his head is huge. He's got a big old head. And then Brie Bella, shorter than him. So Zarya is actually looking short today. Cool. It's rare. Next up, 2 more folks he's going to make look short. Finn and John Jones. And like I said, John Jones is a tall person in real life. So this Gung Ho's pretty big, a pretty big boy. And our final comparison, most relevant comparison, and you saw one of the figures already in this video, is going to be Captain America, who he's taller than, and he's obviously going to be taller than, is G.I. Joe leader, Duke. So yeah, I like that, man. I can't wait to get this guy on the shelf. I need another Duke so Duke can get back on the shelf with the gang. But overall, this figure is impressive. Like I said, mine's a little tight out of the packaging. There's a little plastic stressing there, right there. I don't like that. I don't like that. But I think he looks good. I'm gonna take a brush to this, get that dirt out of there. Throw some heat on that neck. That's a little loose. That's a little gappy. This bicep's a little gappy. But he looks good, man. He looks good. I like him more than I like Snake Eyes. He looks good without the shirt, man. Like, can't wait to get a civilian buck for this guy because I like to make all my Joes have like a civilian outfit. He's going to be no exception. I have one for Roadblock. I have one for Duke. As you've seen, I have one for... I'm working on Scarlets. That's about it. I don't have one for Snake Eyes yet, and I don't have one for this guy. And I might have one for Gung Ho. I mean, not Gung Ho Beachhead, but I haven't reviewed Beachhead yet to be able to determine that. But anyway, folks, that's this video. Hit that like button. I want you to comment. I want you to subscribe. And I want you to be your perfect selves, man. Continue to love yourself. Continue to love everybody else. Because I love you. I think you're perfect. And just always remember, man, action figures speak louder than words. Peace.